Hey, what's good? It's your boy Black.
It's your boy Jay.
What's going on? It's your boy MX Rich.
And we'd like to welcome you to the third installment of Keeping On Your Mind.
Episode Trace.
Yeah.
Yo, the trilogy, boy.
Number 3.
What's going on, man? It's another week.
That's it, right?
You know, another time to link up and talk about what's going on in the world and just from our perspective and everything like that. We got Steph in the building again. Camera crew back again.
Camera crew is back. Camera crew is back 2 weeks in a row.
I just want to say that as far as this, I said we had video the last episode and everybody asked where's the video.
Everybody asked, bro.
I'm gonna bring down the camera crew.
Listen, we're working on things. We are working on things. We're brand new.
Here we go with the growl. Let's go.
We're working on it.
I got we actually got clips. So we're gonna have clips from the second episode that we're gonna be putting up just in case you guys want to see them and everything like that.
That's right.
But as far as this episode, we should be good to go.
You know what it is, Rich? They asked to be on payroll, and we don't got it like that yet. So, I mean,
even when I got it like that,
we still might not put them on payroll.
I'm never paying these niggas.
Right. So
yeah, man.
All right. So
the third episode, bro.
Third episode.
What we got?
On a more serious note, we're gonna have a more of a serious discussion today. We like to have fun on this podcast, but this episode is gonna be a little bit more serious. It might still be jokes in there.
Let's go on. We still gotta keep lighthearted.
Yes.
Come on, understand.
Not me.
Hey, listen. This is the place where you can feel how you feel, bro. So this is it.
I'm gonna get it going then, cause I'll say how I feel personally.
Okay.
So talk about what we're talking about.
Oh, right. True.
What we're talking about is
what we're gonna be talking about.
What we're talking about personally, and I'm not gonna lie. Me and my boys, we actually discussed this. We didn't discuss it in detail, but we discussed that we were gonna be discussing this because it's impacting the black community a lot. It's something that I feel like has always been impacting the black community, and I personally feel like the way
seems like it's a us problem.
Yeah, and I personally feel like the way we go about handling it is not working, and what I'm speaking about is police brutality, white supremacy in America, white nationalist terrorism, because that's bro. America is probably has created probably the most terrorists than anywhere else. You know what I mean? Like, even how it also connects to how propaganda can demonize a certain culture and create and radicalize white Americans to attack certain cultures just because of propaganda, not necessarily because of something that actually happened.
Factual.
You know what I mean? Like the Wuhan virus or the China virus. Now, what are people doing all over again? The oppression of Chinese people all over America.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not just for black people. And I'm not here to stand up for Asians or anything like that. Not that I have anything against standing up for Asians.
We definitely stand in solidarity.
We don't, though. That's the thing. They don't stand for us, to be honest. They don't stand for us.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I'm more focused on us right now than anything else. And I'm gonna I
agree with you there. We should be absolutely focused on us.
Because everywhere else they always talking about how could I forgot what I was watching recently on the Daily Show, I believe, and it was like it was a excerpt about how could or was it could have been even Instagram, how could the black community support the Asian community when they were going through what they were going through. Meanwhile, Asians are racist usually against black people. The way
I don't like to generalize me personally.
Right.
That's
my thing.
But these were Asians saying that, like the old school Asians, like their grandparents. I'm not saying Asians, the generation now, or whatever.
Right.
But past generations, a lot because of propaganda, all over the world, they made it seem as though we are the people to not fuck with.
Right.
You go to Spain, Spanish people don't fuck with you. You go to Japan and China, niggas is looking at you, touching your skin like, oh shit, this nigga's a rarity. They don't even understand that most of them are probably descendants of the sand people from Africa. You know what I mean? And anybody who don't believe me, look up SAAN people in Africa and tell me they don't look like Chinese people. Right. Tell me they don't look like Asians. Mm-hmm. Like it's like
here's my take on things. Here's my take on things. I listen. I agree with certain things that you're saying. Again, on the question of the generalizations. I generally do not like to do that. I'm not a big fan of just painting the whole group of people, because that's the type of shit that happens to us. That's part of the problem that we have now. It's like, I'm guilty just because of my skin color.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It doesn't even matter what I did. And right now, people are just getting knocked for traffic stops, bro. It's just, at this point, right now, all you need is some kind, as a little bit of something that you did wrong, or you talked back, or you gave attitude, or you asked questions, or you even said that you know your rights. Saying that you know your rights to the cops half the time gets them pissed off. So there's nothing that we can do, bro. We can't sleep in our own crib. We can't
go with them.
We can't. You know what I mean? We can't go jogging. We can't talk back. We can't ask why are you doing this to me? Mm-hmm. We can't be on the corner in front of a corner store. We can't do nothing, bro. There is absolutely nothing that I feel like you could do in America if you have my skin color that you don't have a single worry in the world whether or not you're gonna get clapped.
Right. I want to touch
every
on
single time.
I want to touch on something Rich said. Rich said we're not going about it the right way.
I think yeah.
Right. I want to know, like, what would be the right way. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that you have the answer right now, but I just want to know, like, what do you think would be?
That's a good question.
I just personally feel like it's a repetitive cycle. The police kill somebody. They go to court. They're free for a couple of days first before they lock them up, as if they didn't just murder somebody, and they be on video or whatever it may be. They get to chill for a little bit.
Or they get a burger.
They're like, I'm not even talking about mass murderers. I'm talking about police. I'm talking about police.
Okay, well,
like, as far as police,
they have qualified immunity, bro.
Yeah, but
that's
the
really
whole
a big
system
thing.
As far as the prosecutors work with the police, but they're supposed to be prosecuting them.
Right.
That makes no sense.
And they're in bed with them, so why? Right.
I was literally having lunch with this nigga on Monday,
and now on Thursday I'm in the pocket.
Yo, it's just gonna make no sense.
It's all good, but no, I absolutely understand what you're saying. Yeah, so Black, that's a great question, bro.
But that's just what I wanted to know.
On some shit, like, I personally feel like we just keep doing the same thing. Like I said, and we it's like we protest, we march in the streets. They do some wild shit to us. We're like, oh my God, how could you do this to black people? And then a couple of days pass after they put a curfew down. A couple of days pass. We say, remember their names. We make a shirt. We make a mural with all their names. Hashtags. And then we chill out. After that, it calms down and it's back to normal. Then they body somebody else and it's like, oh, is this one gonna get locked up? Is this one gonna get locked up? Is this one gonna go to jail? Like, come on, bro.
Like some kind of twisted game. Yeah,
it's not even a twisted game. It's
if
like
it was the other way around. If it was
black
cops killing Owen and those kids, and Nick, you know what I mean,
and Chad,
and Nick and Chad,
that wouldn't happen more than once.
Do you think this would be going like this, or would cops have been
qualified immunity then too?
Right.
But what you have to understand is the entire system is set up this way. Mm-hmm. This is what my take on everything is. As far as what I understand, the Constitution and none of that, it was not made for us.
No, it wasn't.
It was not meant for us. It didn't have us in mind at all. So everything anyone's doing is based on just how it was set up in the first place.
So you feel like they shouldn't be punished for this?
I feel like the entire system has to be dismantled, rearranged to include us.
Absolutely.
That's what has to be done.
I've had this conversation with Jay before, and I've said, yo, personally, I'm on my Marcus Garvey.
Of course. Listen, and I can completely understand that.
Get the fuck out of here.
I can completely understand that. But you already see what it is with us here. They don't put our truth in the history books. Mm-hmm. No one actually knows what happened with our heroes and what they did and yeah.
I mean, people know.
People after they die. After they get murked by that very government, mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Okay. So we don't have any living legends like that to be able to live until they're old as a revolutionary when they were younger. Mm-hmm. That shit doesn't happen.
Do we have any now?
Dr. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, they get clapped.
Do we have any right now? Is there somebody like? Is there a black person?
I can't name one for me.
If there's a black person in the industry,
what in government, in the industry, in the world,
there's that one black person right now. We could be like, yo, that's our living legend. They can lead us somewhere.
If you ask me, I'd say the only person I could really think of right now that's doing crazy stuff is Akon. Like I feel like he's thinking about a completely futuristic African rule.
Exactly, he's on my shit.
He's on your
exactly.
Right, but he's an African. We are not African. I mean, we're African, but I was born here. I know here. Like you place me just like in DR, where all the Haitians that was in DR when they were kicking them out because they were like, oh, y'all not actually Dominicans, so we're sending y'all back to Haiti. These were people who had 2 generations in DR, spoke Spanish. They knew nothing of Haiti, but they were told that because they were, they have ancestry of Haitians. They sent them back. Now they placed a whole bunch of Dominicans in Haiti and told them, y'all with y'all peoples, y'all good. But the Dominicans was like, what? We don't associate anything with these people. They're the same, but they have grown up with this mentality, with this lifestyle, and they're thrusting you into another one and expecting you to be able to thrive, and that's not the case.
All right,
you throw me in Africa, and I'm still gonna be as you know what I mean. Like, I'm gonna have to start from scratch.
Let me ask the people here with us how they feel about it. Yo, I got my cousin Stevie here. Stevie, how you feel about this whole situation? You actually can pull up if you want to, man. Like, you know what I mean? Come to the camera.
Yeah, he's comfortable, bro.
He's comfortable. He's good to go.
Yeah, just make sure you enunciate. You good?
Yeah. I mean, I've been listening to a couple of topics that you guys brought up, like the whole thing with, Haitians being kicked out of DR.
Yeah.
Black people not really, because that's how they kind of brought us up. Like, that's our history here in the U.S., right?
Yeah.
We don't know our real heritage,
right?
From where we come from, things like, because all of that stuff was erased from the
absolutely
right.
methodically.
Exactly. So when you think about the whole, like, going back to like the policing and things like that whole concept of policing is built on slave catching.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, that's the way it started.
Officer comes from overseer.
Talk about it.
Overseer is where the slave catchers.
Exactly.
Go ahead. That was a good one.
So when you think about, that's the mentality that's been brought, like, that's been brought from generation to generation. That's the mentality. Even now, they probably don't even think about it. It's like a subconscious thing.
Right.
Right. Like, it's not even maybe like they even talk about it. Like, well, when I see this black nigga, like, I'm gonna kill him. Maybe some of them do actually say that shit, but that's just the mentality that was brought, because it was actually founded on slave catching.
Yeah.
So when you have a system that was founded on something like that, like from, you're talking about in the 1600s or whatever like that, to now, that's the mentality it's going to stay like that. So I agree with what you said about dismantling everything from the ground up, and
building it back up.
There's no change. You can't change things right now. You can't, like, put a Band-Aid on certain shit.
Right.
You got to break it down all the way.
It has to be dismantled. Yeah, man.
Steph, what about you? How you feel about everything going on as a younger black male? How do you feel?
Yeah, man.
In your 20s and everything, like how do you feel when you go outside and you're driving your car? How do you feel about what's going on with you're seeing people dying at 20 years old, getting shot by police, all that?
Unarmed.
Me, I've been getting pulled over because I'm black. Every time I get pulled over, they don't have a valid reason. Probably one time, twice, speeding. That's it. But I have a bunch of tickets, but it's just from, I feel like it's just from being black. Honestly, one time a cop pulled me over for the same reason. Like they said, what was the last killing? They said it's because he had air freshener.
Yeah.
Same thing with me. I got pulled over. I was driving home from work. I just got pulled over because of my air fresheners. And they was like, didn't I pull you over yesterday? Like, the fuck, man? Like, no. But it's because I'm black, so it's just like...
Look the same.
But yeah, but it's crazy that they do that in a black neighborhood too, looking to pull over young black kids when you're in a black neighborhood, which is expect me to look white. But
that's true too.
Also with the...
But that's the only place they don't get any trouble.
Yeah. With the
in our neighborhood.
A cop in a black community no one bats an eye. A cop in a white community, an affluent community.
What's going on?
I want to
what y'all doing?
What you guys didn't get into. I want your opinion on the last killing, not the 13-year-old. What's his name?
Dante Wright.
Dante Wright. That's
I
what.
want you guys to get into that.
That's really what we want. We're supposed to focus
Absolutely,
on.
yeah.
Is
I
Dante
want to
Wright.
hear your opinions about that first, and then I'll tell you mine. As far as
Dante Wright. Let me tell you my opinion. Let me tell you my opinion on Dante Wright. And I'm in my 30s. I got a nephew in his 20s, you know, and I hang out with a lot of younger people. I like younger people. I like to be around younger people. I like the energy. So I get it. You know what I mean? That kid clearly did not handle the situation the way he was supposed to, which is okay.
Yeah, talk about it, man.
But it did not justify you killing him. It did not justify you even shooting him.
No.
When you see, it didn't justify you even wanting to tase him. To be completely honest with you,
A weapon didn't need to be drawn.
a weapon didn't. Yeah, right. There needed to be no weapons in that situation.
I'm gonna.
There needed to be no weapons in that situation. You're dealing with a child, first of all, and you know he's a child. You gotta know, kids are stupid, bro. Kids make mistakes. He's young as hell. He's thinking, oh, I'm about to get up out of here.
Because the cop was fumbling with the...
Cop is fumbling. He'd be like, oh, I can move.
Yeah.
Bro, even if he drives away, you have all of his information. You can go to his house.
Yo, talk about it.
You can go to his house. You didn't have to do none of that. You could have went to his house. You could have, whatever you want, you could have called it in like, yo, he's running. For you to want to pull out to do harm to a child in any way, a taser or a gun, bro, is corny. And that's why she should be arrested just off of that, bro. And she's not, honestly, I don't want us in the black community to get our hopes up. She's getting the fuck off.
It was an accident.
She was charged with manslaughter. They ain't even charged with murder. They're charged with manslaughter. Just know she's about to walk.
Yep.
All right?
And she's gonna get a nice GoFundMe.
A nice one.
A nice GoFundMe where a bunch of racists sent her home with her pension and a good $2 million.
But you know, that's the thing. As bad as it, I really don't think it was a racist act, though. That's the
First
thing.
of all,
but you know what I like to do. But me as a person, I like to put myself in another person's shoes. At the end of the day, cops are getting shot too. At the end of the day, not as much as black people.
I hate when I hear shit.
But no.
Listen, this is the same
Let
stuff.
him speak and then you can rebuttal.
I'm not gonna cut him off. I just
the other day I was watching a video of this white guy. He came out and he just started dumping at the cops.
I saw it.
White guy, right?
Yeah, but listen. Yeah, of course. But listen, so I don't feel like he didn't have to get killed, which is obvious situation.
Dante Wright, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
But him jumping back in the car is
smart.
a threat to the cops because you don't know what he has in there.
Very true.
So as a cop, you're thinking like, yo, I have to protect myself.
In the heat of the moment, right?
In the heat of the moment, you think about protecting yourself rather than caring about him. So I feel like that was where that was what was going on. Everything happened so fast that you can't even process it. And you even hear in the video, she was saying like, I just shot him. But I'm just saying like.
But bro, that's tactic too though. Her yelling taser, all of that shit is tactic, bro. You ever held a gun?
No, I know.
If you hold a gun and you hold a taser, my nigga.
Big difference, bro.
I know, but in the heat of the moment, I don't feel like you
do
right. a lot
a
of
taser,
stuff.
first of all,
I mean, she's supposed to be she was on the
20
force
years.
for that long.
25 years.
That's
25 years.
26 years.
26 years.
She's a veteran.
She
can retire.
She been through mad situations, bro.
She's a veteran, bro.
I understand that.
She's a
veteran.
You know, at the end of the day,
she's a veteran.
humans.
I'm gonna say this
So
personally.
Hold up.
Steve, you got.
Well, I was
Steve
just gonna bring up like one point, like as far as what brother was saying over here, you know, with the whole,
It is.
just the whole thing about how he handled the situation, right? So, because I saw a video myself also where a cop, it was a routine traffic stop, right? I'm not sure exactly where it was. It was two cops. They pulled over a white guy.
I'm gonna shoot you. That guy, right?
My man
hold on.
threatened to shoot a cop.
Yes.
Twice.
He said I'll shoot your dog too. He even said I'll shoot the dog.
My man he had a weapon.
He had his hand
He had
on the weapon.
the police said it.
On the weapon, and that's when the situation escalated, right? They said then the cops started drawing their weapon. He had one had his hand,
another one had a gun like this.
The other one had his drawn and pointing at him. Now the white man is screaming all types of, oh, this is unconstitutional. I know my rights, this and that. And somehow the cops are able to remain calm enough, right? In this whole situation,
shit didn't go right. Nobody got clapped.
Nobody got clapped.
Bro, he drove off. He drove off on him.
Yeah, he drove off. But the thing that's crazy is when white people they know their rights, right? They know how to, what they say. He said something else too that I feel like I had no idea what he was talking about.
He did say some wild
or
shit.
something like that. Start speaking some type of code that maybe the cops know, some type of lingo. And then I don't know. I feel like that flip the switch for the cop. Like,
they know somebody. Right.
I understand that. I understand that though, but. Us as black men, we know what it is already, so we shouldn't put ourselves.
We shouldn't.
But TT, there we go. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem.
No.
Let's talk about the talk. That us as black people.
Thank you.
We have with our parents.
Thank you.
We have with our cousins and nephews.
Thank you. I got kids that I'm gonna have with my kids.
I mean, what you're saying is true. Like, we should know that, but that's fucked up.
It's fucked up, but
we have to have that
right.
conversation.
We have to listen. We have to be the ones that remain calm while we have weapons drawn on us. We have to be the ones that have to make sure our hands are on our sides.
Who have no training for that.
We're civilians, right? We have to be the ones that be able to speak calmly as somebody has their gun pointed to you. Now, what does it happen? What is it that happens naturally with any human? Fight or flight, right?
Fight or
so
flight.
Your natural responses has to you have to rewire yourself to be able to deal with police officers. Why? Because honestly, a wallet could be mistaken for them. A wallet could be mistaken for a gun. Anything for them when we're holding it can be mistaken for a weapon or a gun. But when these white folks have guns and machetes, I don't know if y'all saw the old video of the dude with the katana. This was back when I was younger. In the streets, just without a shirt on, just swinging that joint, and the cops is just like, "Yo, you bugging, yo."
Nah, that's what I'm saying.
He did not get clapped.
But you know what?
How are they able to deal with these people, but they're not able to deal with?
But like everybody
we're
knows,
human beings.
It's a fear. In the world, it's a fear of black people.
But my thing, okay.
It's a fear of black people.
It's an obsession, I think.
It's an obsession in
it's a twisted obsession.
Right. They're like, they're so, like, when they see us, they're like, yo, they're so strong. They're so big. Like, I can't, if they get mad at me, I don't know what the fuck to do. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to shoot them.
I think personally, it's exactly like how James Baldwin said it a long time ago. I believe his name is James Baldwin, the dude that
the writer
I'm not your nigga, whatever.
I'm not your Negro. Yeah.
What's it called? He said it best. It's not that these people really fear us. They have fear of us responding and doing what they did to us.
Right.
And us holding a grudge and wanting to do it back to them.
Right.
Bro, this whole idea of white people are scared of us and all these other people are scared of us is bullshit. Black people are the most accepting culture of any other culture.
Very true.
Any other culture.
This was from the beginning of time.
From the beginning of time,
we've been people
our
who
culture is dope as fuck. We
Right.
understand why people would want to be a part of it. So we like, yeah, that shit is dope, right? Come through.
You know what I mean? And
we get it.
And it's like, to me, I don't personally feel like we have done anything. I'm not saying that we haven't had violence in our culture in Africa and everything. Every culture has had their own violence. Mm-hmm. But as far as how could you look at me and say I'm violent? You took me from my country, enslaved me. Man. You enslaved me. You created laws so I couldn't achieve success like you did.
Beast more than man.
About it.
All of it. all of it was you being violent towards us. Y'all niggas go to white people go to Tasmania and literally create a genocide. They commit genocide. They decimated a whole culture of people, a whole group of people, saying that they will bringing Christianity to them. Killed everybody. Because they were savages because they didn't have Jesus in their life, or because of the fact that they were darker skinned. Like, my question is, what's wrong with y'all? The ones that feel that way. What's wrong that you feel this way towards us? Bro, how could you feel like I'm the violent one?
I that's why I say I feel like it's a twisted obsession, because at the end of the day, bro, they used to call us beasts, but would still fuck us. That makes That makes no sense. So I'm sitting here going, if you regarded me as property, let's call it what it is. You regarded me as more monkey than fucking man. But you're going to go to at nighttime. You're going to sneak in the shed and fuck these monkeys that you're calling. Not my words.
Because now
that these people that you're calling beasts.
Power trips.
But you're and this is all for you.
They seen these quote unquote monkeys. They seen what niggas was packing, and they know what their husbands was packing. Yeah. So of course you was gonna sneak out. You wanted to see what that was about.
But that's what doesn't make any sense to my head, bro.
As far as back to the what's the kid's name? Damn it. Dante Wright. I keep saying
Dante Wright.
I gotta stop
Never
saying
forget.
Dante Wright,
man.
Dante. As far as Dante Wright, I personally. I do feel like the kid wilded out by getting in the car. That's stupid.
You can't do that, man.
You can't do that.
You can't do that, man. It's
however,
because we're black. Honestly, that's the only reason why you can't do it. Because we're black.
However, cops. I'm talking to y'all directly. If y'all listen, if any police officer, it's okay if they get away.
It's okay.
It's okay if they're not like a terrorist or somebody that you know is just out here committing murders.
Let them go.
A misdemeanor for something like unpaid tickets. Bro, that's not a reason to be like, yo, this nigga can't get away.
Let him go.
It's okay if you don't catch the perp. It's okay. You don't have to kill them. It don't make no sense that
ingrained in the brain.
Take it as everybody play cops and robbers. Sometimes the robbers get away. It's okay.
And I do want to say this.
It's okay.
I do want to say this. Not all cops are bad cops.
No, yes, not all cops.
I don't believe, and I'm not even talking because I have a friend that has a brother that's a cop.
Which by the way, before you even continue, I want to make it clear, just to piggyback off this topic, in I would say about 2 weeks or so, we'll probably have Jay has a.
I don't know, 2 weeks or so. Yeah, but I'll tell him. My brother is a police officer, and we have these conversations all the time. Right. When I tell you, and it's more debates than anything else. Like we will sit there and 3-4 hours go back and forth. That's why when Steph said what he said, I've heard my brother say this, and he gives me the perspective of, listen, I'm out here. And I deal with nothing but criminals. That's my job, is to deal with people who are not doing the right thing. So he says, I have no idea what I'm pulling up to at a vehicle. But then I was just like, all right, that makes sense to me. And I ask him in response, I'm like, so why don't y'all just do that with everybody? You get what I'm saying? Like, why is it that it's a particular people that are telling you, this happens to us more often than it should be? It doesn't make any sense that it seems like it just every other day, every other week, this is happening to us. Do you have your hand on the gun when you go to every single car? And that's where we go back and forth with, because he knows cops that don't.
He'll probably tell you no.
And he'll probably tell you no. Exactly. But it's almost ingrained in their brain to have their hand on their weapon.
I feel like me personally, when a cop pull me over and he come to my car and that nigga looks at me, like, because they be looking.
Of course.
They looking at you before they get to your car.
Of course.
And they see the beard. I always see that safety unfastened. I be watching for shit like that, bro.
That's crazy.
I be watching for shit like that.
That's crazy.
You see the safety unfastened and then they come to the door. And then they come to my window.
If that's the case, then Rich will have no problems then.
Because he...
Like, he has no issues. Cops don't bother him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Jay,
like, he's good.
He's A-okay.
He is A-okay. We fucked up in the game, but this man right here doesn't have any interactions with police officers. They look at him and they go, nah, you good.
He's good. He's one of the good ones.
You go ahead, young man. You're coming from work, aren't you?
Me and you can't have jobs. He got a job.
He definitely got a job. A good paying job.
Listen, yes.
His real name's Clarence.
For those who may not be able to see the video.
Michael.
For those of you who may not be able to see the video, I don't have a beard like everyone else in this room. Fuck y'all niggas.
Damn.
How about
literally
that?
Everyone else in the room.
Literally.
I literally just cut my shit.
Yeah. Yo, Stevie, fuck you too. Like, I don't care. Yo. You can be family. I don't give a damn. Fuck you too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, listen. I'm still out here living my best life. with this little goatee that I got going. You know what I mean? Baby face.
If that's what we call it, but yeah, I got
Nah,
it. Yeah.
but nah,
What is this?
but back to real life.
Baby
though,
hairs.
I just want to say
Baby
though,
hairs. Fuck you.
I honestly feel like black cops should start getting fidgety. If black cops start getting fidgety,
They're gonna change something.
they're gonna change something.
No, actually,
honestly-
or they're just gonna arrest, put black cops in jail.
Right. The black cops are going
No,
to jail,
but that's
bro.
what I want to see. Now,
But
come
black
on.
cops
Now,
are
if you
going to
tell
jail,
me
bro.
if a
You
black
think
cop
they give
kills
a
a white
fuck?
kid
They don't
and
care.
they put him in jail, bro,
What about the black
They don't
cop that
care.
killed that white lady?
Huh?
He's in jail.
he's in jail?
He's one of the only police officers I
You
know
see?
of that got.
Nah,
They don't
but
care. They
took-
don't care.
You think they're gonna be like, oh nah, we can't do this because they're gonna clearly see the blatant
Look,
racism.
They don't care
They don't
about
give a
it.
fuck, nigga.
And
Like,
this
are you
is cra-
stupid?
and this is crazy to ask the cops because for me, looking on the outside in,
Mm-hmm.
that's where the blue line stops. A cop will be down for another cop, but if a black cop kills a white person, I feel like it's a wrap.
And that's
for that
why
guy.
that whole blue line bullshit.
So
to
it's
me-
no more blue.
So there's no more blue.
Now
at
you
that
black.
point. It was
Now
like,
you
now
black.
you
black.
Now you black.
You fucked up. You a nigga.
You fucked up. You're
killed
a
that-
human.
You killed one of mine.
Yo, all of a sudden, they're gonna be like, yo. Sometimes he come around. He's
Yeah,
like weed
he's
and
always
stuff.
angry. Right.
You know?
They start digging up your past.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Start putting shit
In high school, he had a violent past.
Oh my god.
He used to get into fights all
Right.
the time.
Yo, low key, one thing I could tell you: every cop that I know personally, I don't know your brother personally, so it's not about him.
Yo,
What you about to say?
Yeah, you better watch yourself.
I don't have a lot of cop friends. I do know cops. First of all, that's cap. I know cops. I do know cops, but I don't have a lot of cop friends. And I'm gonna say
Nigga, you the feds,
every cop that I do know in high school was not cool. And I'm keeping it a buck. Every cop in high school I know he wasn't cool in high school, and now you're a cop.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of that plays
Right.
into their authority roles, bro.
Right.
That's
It's
very
Like a lot of that
very
plays
true.
into their authority
It was
roles.
niggas
It's
that was
all-
frail daddy, or it was a super meathead that was a dumbass that people made fun of for being dumb.
Something.
It's always something like that.
Something.
And then now they got rage.
They were
Roid rage. They in the workout room. They working on it like, you know what? I can't wait till I get my hands on one of these motherfuckers.
They always ready to fight now. They always ready to fight now.
I'm done with this dude. But they got the badge behind it, so it's a completely different deal.
In high
man.
school, they would have never
that's what
fought,
it
but
is.
now they always ready to fight.
Do you think it was purposely made this way? Like
What?
there was like some kind of meeting amongst the nations, and
Bro.
every other nation said,
What am I-
we're just gonna go after the African.
dark-
like,
the
they have to
darkers.
get it.
Yo.
And I know, was there some time in
Is
history
Africa
where
the
this shit
only?
just-
Is Africa the only dark continent?
Haiti.
Africa's
Haiti
the
not a
beginning.
continent.
Nigga. African is the
No.
is
I
the
know.
alpha.
We know this,
The
but I'm
omega.
saying like,
Shithole country.
is that the continent where it would be like, yo,
Shithole
that's where the
country.
black people come from? Like,
That's where civilization, that's where people come
No.
from.
No. I'm not discussing that. I'm not arguing that. What I'm saying is because we know like Europe is a continent. We call that a white continent. Asia, they don't really fuck with the darker.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
A lot
So
of people don't fuck with us.
Is Africa the only continent that's like the
But black,
the
what I'm
dark
saying
continent?
is that everybody came from us. If you
No.
know,
He's just
Jay,
trying to. Yo,
I'm
Jay,
not arguing
Jesus,
that.
goddamn.
I'm not arguing.
No, I
I'm
know
saying
he's not.
that's what
He's
it
just trying to make. He's just trying to make a point.
I'm just
What
trying to make
other
the point.
places
What
are
other
considered?
continent? It's
are
like,
considered
yo,
like-
we're a
like-
dark continent.
None.
None
None.
of the continent.
South America is a brown. Is considered a dark
It's- yeah,
continent.
South
Right.
America.
South America.
I love my South Americans. Shout out my Guyanese people. I love y'all.
You get what I'm saying?
No,
It's bruh.
I
That's
love my
what, that's
Guyanese
Take that back to
black.
episode
That's what I
one.
was saying in the beginning. It's us. It's just us. I feel like, bro. It is
Right.
like
But
we
just
are
us
the.
is the biggest. Is one of the biggest continents. It's I think second biggest.
And do you feel like
And-
that's why they attack us too? Because that could be a reason why they attack us too.
No, we're not
Because
the most
we're the
popular.
biggest.
We're not the most popular. We're not the biggest. Asia's
What-
the biggest.
I don't-
Asia?
Asia's
I don't,
the biggest.
me personally, I don't
Asia's
think
the
it's
most
because-
populated. Is it the biggest?
Africa, Asia's the biggest.
I think Asia's the biggest.
Asia's a
Africa.
bigger continent than Africa.
Yes, I believe so. I think so.
We gotta fact check that.
We gotta fact check
As
that.
we
Definitely
talk,
fact check that.
we're gonna fact check
Definitely
that.
gonna fact check that.
I'll
No,
tell
but
you, I'll tell you right now.
that's what I feel like it is, man. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like it just happened to be
Asia
this
is
way.
the biggest continent in the world.
Okay.
Like, I was
We
about to
good. As long as we
I
fact
respect
check.
that.
I just want to fact
say. Yeah,
check.
no problem.
respect that.
Yeah.
I just want to fact check. But that's all right.
Asia's the biggest continent as far as population as well. It has four
population or size?
Population and size.
Both.
Population
Okay.
and size.
I know population. I know 100%.
Yeah.
But after that, it's Africa. But the thing is, I'm trying to explain to people is that Asians. I mean, everybody comes from Africans, but Asians, bro, you can look at an Asian and be like, yo, you got thick lips and a round nose. You clearly come from niggas. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you that you think you don't come from niggas. Like.
But why they gotta be? But they could just be from them.
No, they're not from them, bro. We were nomadic.
We are the originals.
We were a nomadic people. We tried. Yo, I forgot. I think it's the documents of Francisco Pizarro or what the fuck is this nigga name? They got in their notes where they said when they was coming across the Atlantic, they said they could smell the smoke from America. They could smell the smoke from America when they were coming in. That's how many people were living over here. Already. They could smell the smoke from the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. That's in their notes. That's in their notes.
That's crazy.
And
whose notes is this?
I think Francisco Pizarro or one of them early settlers.
Y'all go look that up.
One of them early explorers. One of those people that found the continent. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
though the nigga wrote, I see there's people here.
So how you found something where there's people already at?
There you go.
Yeah, listen.
You know what I mean? You discovered it. You discovered it because you're civilized.
It's this entire brainwashing, bro. And like Rich said, we go through this cycle of. I become numb to it at half the time because we go through this cycle of mourning, hashtagging, just like he said, and we go through this process, and it happens half the time. We're going through this while the Chauvin case is going on right now.
We're going through this while we're going through this.
Bro,
we just keep piling it on before we could heal from anything, bro.
And you know what it is? The Republicans are making laws. Cause I don't personally really, I'm registered as a Democrat, but I really don't feel like I'm a Democrat or a Republican or anything like that.
We already had this conversation.
Yeah, I know.
Talk about it.
You know what I mean? And
Episode 1.
We're not gonna get political.
No.
Right.
I'm not gonna get political, but this conversation has something to do with politics right now. Because everything that happened with the Georgia laws, the changing of the voting rights and everything. Because I said I was gonna touch on white supremacy as well, not just police brutality.
Absolutely, right.
And this whole white supremacy situation with the Republicans creating laws that people can't vote and all that stuff, like. They don't understand that them making these laws makes them less favorable. You know what I mean? And then Democrats end up winning more elections now, right? I personally feel like when it already happened with the January 6th. That was the first time. Let Democrats win a whole body of elections again, where it's the Senate, the Congress, and the White House. They gotta say fuck the rules. We turning up.
They've been turning up.
Yo, bro, I'm telling you.
If you paid attention, they've been turning up.
But they're gonna be like, yo, F this. I'm sure you heard about how we blacks used to be Republicans, but then the races, the Ku Klux Klan and a bunch of races, they literally flipped this to Democrats by going and killing all the black niggas that was elected.
But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
And they literally let these niggas murder these niggas and take the seats. Like, yeah, we are now we're taking these elected official spots because we bodied them. What y'all gonna do?
Bro, did they happen in South Carolina?
They took over these things are factual,
bro.
I'm absolutely facts. Yeah,
they came and
took over the entire government.
Basically, there were too many black people winning elections
as Republicans,
as black Republicans. Because that's what we started off.
Because the Republican Party was the Freedom Party.
I did hear actually on the Breakfast Club that
and then
was a dude on the Breakfast Club.
This is what I'm saying to Rich now. But the Ku Klux Klan now are everything. They are the government. They are Democrats. They are Republicans. They are the judges. They are the cops. They're everywhere, bro. They have infiltrated to the point where they have never been targeted since their inception. They have infected every single part of this world, bro.
You ever seen The Departed?
Yeah, of course.
I personally feel like The Departed.
Scorsese, a classic Scorsese film.
In The Departed, the character who plays Jack Nicholson plays a character who's a boss, and he basically adopts this kid and though he's the crime boss,
right?
He adopts a kid and gets him into the police force so that he can basically have an inside man.
So you can have an
inside man.
Right.
That story is literally what Ku Klux Klan did to America. That story, in my view, is like, nigga, we are going to infiltrate every major system and make sure that we have somebody at the top And
for us.
only
working on behalf of us.
And no
fuck everybody else, bro.
No lie on some shit.
That shit is crazy.
I know we're not getting political, but I do want to say, like, I don't know I don't know if y'all noticed what's going on with this guy Tucker Carlson on Fox News. Fox News itself, I don't understand how it's even allowed to be on TV. It is literally like
because it's
propaganda
not news,
TV.
right?
It's not news, and they went to court to say that they went to court and fought to say that they allowed opinion hosts and all that. Mm-hmm. This dude Tucker Carlson.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This dude Tucker Carlson literally went on TV and espoused one of the biggest white supremacy conspiracy theories the other day, and it's this whole theory about they're being replaced in America. And this whole idea that they're being replaced in America, which is their country. One, this is not your fucking country. This is not your country.
Whose country is it?
This is
it's the natives.
It's the native country.
Native people of the land.
And guess what? And one thing I want y'all to realize,
which is,
if y'all ever seen the movie, Revenant with Leonardo DiCaprio, when the first frontiermen came out here for furs and all that, you know what they called the Native Americans? Tree niggas. You know why? Because they weren't red or whatever fucking color they're trying to portray. Because they were black. Yo, bro, on some shit like they were black. You ever see how Algonquins and all that have that hair braiding? Mm-hmm. That's African hair braiding. That's African hair braiding. That's not like, you have to understand that we were here.
Right.
Like we were here, bro. We were here during the Gullah Wars. Because people misconstrue what happened in the Civil War and everything about Gettysburg. There's a quote from Abraham Lincoln saying, "If I would never make my white men slaves to the bank just to free the black man." In all honesty, people don't know that during that time there was a Gullah Wars going on where black people were basically taking over the country in the first fucking place in Florida, and they were scared out their minds because we using guerrilla tactics and all that. They was like, you know what, we're gonna have to find a way to get these people on our side, and when this war gets the South and all this shit, because I forgot where I fucking seen it. There's documents where they're like, yo, I forgot which general. I think it was Ulysses S. Grant, and he was like, yo, these black people have a communication style and a control over the Native Americans unlike anything we've ever seen. You know why? Right. Because nigga, they were black like us. They were our people. That's why.
Exactly. Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
Already, bro. We were here already.
Like the shit.
We were here already, bro.
Propaganda has been one of the. I personally feel like we don't use propaganda like how they use propaganda, and that's where, going all the way back to where you said, what do we need to do different? We need to first
use propaganda,
not just propaganda, but we need.
I was like, my dude, we live in light. We don't live in the dark, man. That's one thing I can tell you about black people. Naturally, we always live in the light.
I understand.
We are from the Moors that that showed people how to bathe, and gave government to.
Taught niggas how to make sewage systems, all that shit.
To Caesar and all that.
Bro,
the same way we are right now is that we always are the kind of people that will always live in the light. And that's what the white people are afraid of.
You know what I want to do? You know what I want to do? You know what I want to do for the show? I am definitely going to seek out a white person. Not like a cop, just a regular white person. I want to bring them on the show.
Oh, I'm down. Yo, listen,
and I wanna talk to them and see how they feel about situations.
Shout out to y'all for listening in, man. If you are interested at all,
I don't hate
seriously,
anybody. I don't hate anybody because of race.
I'm not that dude.
I don't hate anybody because of race, but I will say that I personally, I'm fully aware of my Black history.
I love it.
Absolutely.
And I love my history.
I'm fully aware of my Black history.
And I love
it. And we live in the truth, man. We're not brainwashed, man.
And some people are. And some people feel like, oh, it's not the same time anymore and all that stuff. And those people, to me, I don't know what world you're living in.
Right. Same time.
The people who say, racism, it's not the same in America and all that stuff. Like,
talk about it.
Shit is damn near worse. Or it's
like, the same.
We just see it now. We see it more now. Like everybody always says, like from Breakfast Club to Hot 97, everybody knows. We just see it more.
If anybody knows Shannon Sharp is a nut. But he said the most realest shit the other day I ever heard.
About the empathizing with your black friends, right?
About the empathizing with your black friends. He said, if you say you have a black friend and you don't empathize with what's going on right now,
you know black people.
You don't have a black friend, bro. You just know black people. And there's a fucking difference.
Big facts.
Between
big facts.
between having a black friend and be like, yo, I understand what my friend is going through, and say I know him, he's black, and we talk,
bruh.
It's different, bro.
That's why shout out to all of our listeners. But I definitely have some white friends who I'll have this conversation
100%.
with, and I'll be like, bruh, you're not like. They'll say to me, but you're good. Like Jerry, you don't have these problems. You know how to communicate with the cops and stuff like that.
Yeah, because they don't know, because they don't think that because they're cool with you.
You've heard that before,
and they will try to.
They be like, but that's you.
Because Stevie mad chill, Stevie mad professional. You know what I mean? They're gonna be like, oh, you're not one of those guys. You know what I mean?
Every single time, and
you know what? And that's what they use. That's the word they use.
Let me hear what he say. What you say?
I've heard shit like, I've been at work and they say shit like, you speak so well.
Yes.
But that was one of the first things I always got.
Like, what do you mean? Compared to what?
Compared to what?
You speak so well.
You're not
speak English very well.
Them. That one, you're not like them.
They're trying to give you a compliment.
Fuck you mean,
bro?
I'm not like them because I'm from the hood.
I was always a smart ass nigga, boy. Whenever people ask me, whenever I would tell people I have a Haitian background, because that has influenced a lot of my thoughts.
Absolutely.
Or whatever, they'd be like, "Oh, hey, I didn't know you was Haitian," and I always respond with this: "Oh, I forgot to bring my boat with me." So, because there would be no other way that you would know what the fuck I am if I don't tell you. So you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna assume that you're European American. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't like that. I don't like the.
I do want to say something that I feel like a lot of people don't touch up on. We have to be 100% honest. Everybody has some type of prejudice in them.
Absolutely.
And everybody, because I'll tell you this. When I say prejudice,
explain that.
When I explain this deeper, I don't mean in the sense that, like, people do go off of stereotypes for things. Mm-hmm. Granted, some stereotypes are not warranted. Some stereotypes are because of propaganda. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's why I keep always going back to propaganda. Has fucked up a lot of shit for a lot of people. Well, hold on. Now.
It's the best use of mind control.
Exactly. Now.
It's the best way to mind control.
What I personally feel is though, when I go to the gym with Jay and when I go to the gym with Black, right? Mm-hmm. If Jay's wearing that hat, which by the way I make hats, I do graphic design. Everybody, if you want to have me,
toss that in there. Why don't you?
I definitely do graphic design. I make clothes, all that. Whatever you need drawn, I draw it. Anyway, Jerry wears this hat that I made with this 1804. Some people find it a nice hat. Some people don't. Whatever. I think it's a dope hat. 1804 represents the independence of Haitians. The first Black Revolution that was actually successful. The only successful Black Revolution.
First Black Republic in the
and when we go to the gym,
say it right.
When we go to the gym, you should see how many friends we've made in literally 2 months just because Jerry's wearing that hat.
Very true.
People are very in love with their culture and their people. So I understand how people feel as far as being in love with your culture. So I don't want to ever knock anybody for being proud of their white race and everything like that.
Right.
The thing that bothers me is when you feel as though your race is superior to another's and that you want to decimate it. I feel like racism starts when you want harm to another culture, another race for no apparent reason besides the fact that they're not of your race.
So white power is not your problem.
And we still got
white pride is not my problem.
White pride
is not my problem. It's the fact that white pride leads to them thinking that white power should dominate. That's the problem. You get what I'm saying? Be proud of you being white. Right. There's nothing wrong with you being proud of you being white. I know Black people love to say white people don't have no culture and everything like that. They have whatever culture that they feel that they have. Granted, I understand that a lot of their culture is an amalgamation of a lot of other people's culture. Because what they did,
amalgamation. A lot of people don't even know what that means. They go on Google.
Break it down, Rich. Come on now.
Break it down with amalgamation.
Give them a minute to go on dictionary.com, bro.
It's like, you know what I mean? It's like niggas is putting they take it from here and making something of their own. You know what I mean? And that's why. And the thing is, when you're doing like Trevor Noah from the Daily Show had one of the best.
Shout out to Trevor Noah.
Bro, he said
that dude is amazing. Bro.
He made this joke where he said, only white people in all of history decided not to conquer, but to colonize. Basically meaning we're not gonna go to your spot and just take it over and be like, damn, we're gonna use y'all resources. Yo, y'all got gold and oil. We're gonna take over the spot. Y'all can be who y'all are, but we just gonna use y'all resources. He said, nah, white people decided we're gonna go here, take all your shit, and also tell you, you know what?
You can't be yourself.
You can't be you no more. You gotta be just like us.
If you're not like us, you wild.
And the shit that you used to have, we're gonna act like we came up with this shit. This is our shit now. We made this.
This dude, man.
By the way, how do you use this? How do you use this again? I mean, I know we made it, but how do you use this again?
Right. Can you help me with this real quick?
You know what I mean? Also,
But we made it.
And no, like, he even said, like, yo, imagine some Caribbean niggas chilling in the water, chilling with their chicks, you know what I mean? And in the nice sun in the Caribbean, and you go, yo, Darius, you want to go up north and conquer and colonize these people up there and make them and force them to dance calypso music 24 hours? Like he's like, that would never happen. It would never happen.
Too much fun in our
We're having too much fun in our own shit, doing our own thing. Yo, another comedian, Tom Segura, he said his father said to him, I love watching black people have fun. Yo, because it was mad. It's racist, but it's also mad funny.
Right.
Like not like mean racism or anything like
Right,
that.
right.
But it's like it's also shit like
it's that prejudice that you're talking about that we all kind of
you know what
have.
I mean?
It's
like why do you
know
need to
what
be
I'm
like? Why do you even explain why you want to go hang out with black people?
Right.
You know what I mean? Just go hang out with black people because they're fucking people.
Right.
That's it.
That's what I was gonna say to you. Like we gotta chill on the.
But I think that's
even
culture.
saying your race and my race.
Yeah,
bro.
but that's culturally right.
Right. It's one human race and we have a multitude of cultures.
Yes.
It's just a whole lot of different.
Because if I'm gonna go chill with,
language,
if I'm gonna go chill with Air Max, and I'm about to go chill with my boy Rich. But if I'm gonna go chill with a white boy, I'll probably be like, I'm not gonna say his name. I'm about to go chill with my white homie.
Yeah, you're right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
It's just.
That's right.
And that's why I said we have to take part. We have to
understand
admit,
that's what it is.
We have
man.
to be able to admit that it's not just white people who have the prejudices and everything like that.
I don't think I'm
You know what I mean?
prejudiced. I wouldn't call myself prejudiced.
Like you have your prejudices. That's
You have your prejudices. Is what Rich is kind of saying. Which I agree with.
I have my stereotypes.
That's which turn into prejudices, bro.
Yeah.
That's what
But
they
if
are.
a stereotype is real, is it a prejudice?
Well,
yes.
a stereotype within itself, right?
If it's
You
real,
know why, Black? You know why?
Why?
You know why? Because
Tell me
all
why.
right.
You don't know every.
Here you go. You sag your pants. I can see your boxes right now.
I sag my
Right?
pants.
Right? You're a stereotype of a nigga that's probably a hoodlum or something like that. Right? Not people don't understand that.
That's what somebody would.
People don't understand that
you
you held a job and all that. So they're gonna make a prejudice, thinking that off of your stereotype that the way you dress, that you're not one of those people that been able to hold a job for over 10 years.
English,
Yeah, all of that.
But wait. See, and this is where my problem lies. I don't take that as offensive. I don't give a fuck. I know how I dress, but I know who I am, nigga. I've held a job for a very long time. I'm not a criminal, my nigga.
Right.
I'm a very straightforward dude. Personally,
but nobody who's coming.
I don't
cop
care.
who's coming up to you is gonna.
I don't care.
There you go. But Black, you said it yourself. When police pull you over, because you know you have a bid and everything.
Right.
You have in your mind, you're
They're
checking to see what they're gonna do to you.
Right.
Because they're white.
Because they're gonna fuck with you. Right.
Do you feel the same way when there's two black officers pulling you over?
Yes. Cops is cops, bro. Like I said, I watched the
that
movie
is
Black
different.
and Blue. When I watched the movie Black and Blue, I really realized that black cops are the ones that are brainwashed too. Because you know why? We're so accepting as black people of everything that we're going into the going into the police station and they're telling us like, yo, we're a brotherhood.
By the way,
And
just to let you know, that's a prejudice.
Stop.
I'm just letting you know. Just letting you know.
All right, okay, if you want to say that, but I'm just saying to you though, personally, like, you know, I know once you say a black person, you're gonna be like, it's not a prejudice, it's a stereotype because black people are loyal.
But you're prejudiced against black cops. You are prejudiced against cops.
All right,
you are prejudiced against cops.
You gonna let me talk or you want to talk over me?
Man,
Thank you.
Yo, this guy's crazy.
This is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's a stereotype, and it's a stereotype of black people. We're loyal people.
Right.
So, like you said, we invite everybody into our culture for a reason. It's not because we want to see people come and take over our culture.
It's embedded in us.
It's embedded in us.
We live in the light.
We were always the leaders.
You see a white girl bust a dope ass dance move. We're not gonna be like, how dare her try that? we're gonna be like, check that the fuck out.
Check out the white girl.
We'll probably make her go viral. She'll probably go viral
faster than us.
She will go viral faster.
But this is, you know why? Because our culture is accepting. So that's why. So when the black cop goes into that blue uniform, he's thinking that these niggas told me like, yo, we ride or die together, and that's what he goes off of.
Right.
But at the end of the day, is it fucked up for them thinking that way?
All right, hold on. We got 5. Like, listen, because I gotta get out of here soon.
Yeah,
I don't want to finish. I don't want to finish on this note. I do want to talk about something else.
Okay.
You don't want to finish on what
on this note? Yeah. All
right, so let's end it first.
Yeah, so let's end you right. Yeah.
So police brutality is trash.
Super trash.
Shout out to the good cops. I wish that you guys could stand up more. I know that you can't.
Bruh.
For whatever.
If there's 9 good cops and 1 bad one.
Shout out to y'all. Keep it alive. I do know some good cops, so shout out to y'all. And with that being said, fuck the rest of the police. Except for the good ones. Alright, so now...
Fuck the rest. That should be the new slogan. Fuck the rest of the police.
So now my boy want to talk about some shit, so go ahead.
Alright, what I wanted to talk about was...
I love you, bro.
Did y'all see Dogecoin? This motherfucking week.
Oh my god.
Yo, listen, hold on.
We should talk about it.
Hold on.
Wait, no.
You know why?
Now we should talk about it. You gotta say no. Jerry, stop. Say the slogan correctly. Talk about it.
Listen.
Go ahead, DP.
Listen.
Drop it.
I want to let niggas know that I might not even be shooting this podcast in a couple more months.
Why not?
We
still shooting the podcast.
That's whack.
We still going.
Clearly, I'm fucking joking.
I know.
Just Rich. We're just going to do it Rich. But go ahead.
Yeah, what? No, I'm still going to be here. I'm joking. But I will say this, yo. About 7, how many months ago was that when I first told y'all about Dogecoin? I went on my Instagram. I have a couple followers on my Instagram.
What's your tag, Rich?
Air Max Rich.
Air Max Rich.
You know what I mean?
Spell it out for the people who might not know.
AIR Max Rich.
Yo, I cannot. Did he just do that? Did he? I can't with this dude. But no, go ahead.
On some shit. A couple months ago, I definitely people may not know Jay's my boy. His wife is my assistant manager at my job and everything like that. Yeah.
That's what it is. What it is.
Yeah. You know what I mean.
It's okay.
And we're really.
Is that okay? Is that okay to say?
No.
Yes, that's fine, bro.
We're all really close knit. Like we're real tight.
Yeah,
black. Me and black.
We already talked about how we brothers.
Hold on. Yeah, no, it's not that. I had told Jay and his wife about Doge a couple months back when Doge was I would say mad months back when Doge was 0.004 cents.
Yeah, dirt cheap.
I put it on Instagram. I told everybody get some motherfucking Dogecoin.
And I'm not even that type of dude, but I was just like, yo, I sent something like, yo, people should be hopping on this. But yeah, listen. But that's what it is. Look, and with that example right there, some people hopped on. Some people actually listened. Some people didn't. Now, where they at right now?
What I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to connect to is that I personally feel like I have a lot of black friends who don't jump on those opportunities when there's opportunities that are available to you.
Let me say one thing. Fuck Robin Hood. I just want to say that out there.
Yo, big.
I mean, it's big.
Yo, Robin Hood. This is Air Max Rich saying I'm not saying that because if y'all want to give me sponsorship for sending, that is King Steph 70 whatever his name is on Instagram.
Robin Hood stands for robbing the hood.
Yo,
fuck Robin Hood.
All right, well that's cool. Listen.
I heard a lot of Robin Hood niggas don't like Robin Hood.
Join Coinbase.
Stop. Coinbase, you can't buy Doge on Coinbase. Stop it.
You can't.
Stop it. Listen.
I don't care.
Listen. But listen. Granted, Robin Hood has its own issues. Robin Hood has its own issues, but everything has its own issues. No lie, Doge was doing so fucking amazing on Friday that it crashed everything. It didn't matter what platform you were on. So to say fuck Robin Hood off a situation where it's happening to everybody makes no sense. Granted, Robin Hood, you have done some fuck shit. So
fuckboy shit.
Some real fuckboy shit. You know what I mean?
Some real fuckery, bro.
Yes, they have. Granted, on some shit. I'm not here to hate on platforms or nothing like that. That's not what I'm here to say. I'm just simply here to say I know one of my exes. I tried to get her onto Dogecoin when it was early, and now she sees the money that I'm racking up, and she's like, "Damn, I'm gonna get on it now. You know what I mean? To this week, I'm not gonna say no females' names.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
wow!
Actually, I'm lying.
What, Black, did you hear this?
Actually, I'm lying.
I'm
gonna make up a name today. LaQuasia.
Yo, this dude is wild, boy.
LaQuasia.
This
If
dude
there's any
is
LaQuasias out there,
wild.
holla at me. You know. Anyway, but back to the Dogecoin. I just personally feel like, we didn't grow up in an area where, granted, I don't think they teach stocks in school like that. At least in the area,
No.
at least especially not where we grew up. You know what I mean?
Not unless you're in finance or something like
exactly. And we don't have family members or parents, especially us being Haitians or Jamaicans or whatever we are up here, or first generations.
Yard man.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Bad
Anyway, so.
J-A-M.
Oh my God.
Jamaica.
No. Yo, you remember when I used to sing that song? Yeah. Yeah, I be butchering Jamaican songs.
Yeah, it does.
But anyway, but on some shit, I personally feel like because we don't have family members who are in stocks and everything, it's something that a lot of young black people don't ever learn. How to invest properly in stocks, whatever type of investor you want to be or whatever it may be. I personally feel like we have to take those leaps. I forgot who I heard it from where it was like making mistakes. Black people don't have the opportunity to make mistakes and everything like that. We always have to be perfect. That's not true. If you have a support system behind you and everything like that, take those risks, take those leaps. You know what I mean?
Shout out to my people.
You know what I mean? Take those risks, take those leaps.
For real.
You never know what can happen for you when you actually try to do something that's out of your box or out of the norm for you.
Right.
I know a lot of people who didn't jump on the doge when I told them to.
Gonna say this, bro. Like it's all a game, right? And it's either you're in or you're out. If you're out and you're looking in from the outside, then you have what you're gonna say about that. But if you are in the game, then you know what you are doing and you know what you need to get done. I would just like for more of my people to do this because this is definitely a come up for our people. If we're talking about trying to have our own support system and trying to dismantle the system and all this, we need capital. We actually need people who can move mountains.
Killer Mike said the black dollar don't rotate in the black community.
It doesn't stay in the black community.
You know what I mean?
We don't have enough of us that know how to invest, how to do these things where all these people do.
Shit in our communities, bro. Go to the corner store. Ain't no black corner store on
Right.
It's Poppy's.
I think the first one in Brooklyn opened up. Like
it don't be no black come on.
In the Middle East.
Nigga, let me know you.
It don't be none
I
of
bet
us.
you. I bet y'all can name something that y'all never seen black people own or running.
What's that?
Gas stations. You've never seen it, ever. You've never seen a black.
I've seen them working at the counter, but never owning.
Never owned.
Working
You've
at the
never
counter,
seen
for sure.
a black owned gas station. Yo, bro, the corner of my block right here.
Yo, shout out to if there are any black owned gas stations, bro. Holla at us.
Change it up.
If there are any black owned gas stations that you know of out there, reach out to us, please. Keep in mind podcast at gmail.com. We want to hear from you because this is a
100%.
big statement right here.
Please, I've never
contact
heard.
us. We will have you on the show.
Has anybody heard of a black owned gas station out here?
I haven't.
That's a great question. That's a dead ass,
bro.
So listen,
come on, man.
This is what we need more of. It shouldn't be this big thing to have. We just celebrated the first black owned grocery store in Brooklyn. I was basically about to say earlier. That's crazy to me. I'm like, it's 2021, bro. How are we celebrating the first black owned grocery store in Brooklyn? That's crazy to me. So we have to honestly catch up. It is not even just a catching up game, bro. We got to get ahead of this game because clearly we're not the people that's winning right now.
Listen, next week
we're at the bottom of the barrel.
Next week I want to talk about black music. And
we're gonna do top 5 that are alive.
That's next week. We're
not even just that. We could do that too, but I
we have to.
I definitely want to talk about.
Top 10 that is possible.
No. Yo, wait, come here with the grab. Come here with the grab. Bro.
All right, yo. We bring in another episode of Keep in Mind to an end right now. Thank everybody for listening. Episode Trace.
That's it. The big 3. We the big 3, and this is the big 3.
Alright, and this is how we gonna end it. You know?
Yeah.
We out there, man. You already know, baby. Come meet the